All right, so today we're taking a deep dive into the world of projectionists.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to be looking at RoleCatcher's insights on this career path, particularly focusing on those kind of make-or-break interview questions
Right.
and how their AI tools can really, give you an edge.
Okay.
So what is it about projectionists that kind of drew you into this?
Well, it's really interesting how the projectionist role has really transformed right alongside the technology.
Yeah.
I mean, we often picture those like old school film reels.
Right.
But today's projectionist is working with, high definition digital formats and immersive sound systems and even 3D.
That's amazing.
So it's pretty cool.
Yeah, definitely like a whole new world.
It is.
So before we jump into those interview questions, maybe we can paint a clearer picture of what a modern projectionist actually does.
Sure.
What are some of the less obvious tasks that people might not realize are part of the job?
Well, there's the meticulous calibration of lenses.
Oh, yeah.
To make sure that the focus is razor sharp.
Right.
And then syncing audio tracks for that perfect surround sound experience.
Nice.
And even troubleshooting network connectivity issues.
Oh, wow.
For digital downloads.
Oh.
So it's a real mix of behind the scenes wizardry,
Totally.
but also this deep understanding of how to bring a film to life.
Right.
On that big screen.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah.
So RoleCatcher highlights 9 key interview questions for aspiring projectionists.
Right.
We're going to unpack a few of those.
Okay.
And of course, you can find the full list in the show notes.
Mm-hmm.
But I think we should start with a pretty classic one, which is what inspired you to become a projectionist?
Yeah, this is your chance to let your passion for cinema really shine through.
Oh, yeah.
There's no need to rehearse a perfect answer here. It's all about authenticity.
Right.
So what sparked that interest for you?
Right.
Was it the sheer awe of the big screen as a kid? The thrill of making complex technology work seamlessly?
Yeah.
Whatever it is, connect that story to the heart of what a projectionist does.
Right.
And be ready for a follow-up question what aspect of projection excites you the most?
Oh, okay.
Maybe it's that technical challenge or the immersive audience experience.
Right.
It helps them gauge where your true enthusiasm lies.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
So it's about showing them you're not just there for a job.
Right.
You're there because you love it.
Exactly. You're passionate about it.
Awesome.
Okay.
All right. Let's get into something a little bit more technical.
Okay.
Another question that RoleCatcher highlights is, how do you ensure projection and sound quality are top-notch?
Right. Well, this is where you can dive into the specifics.
Okay.
Talk about calibration techniques.
Oh, yeah.
Those meticulous maintenance routines.
Okay.
And any specialized tools that you're comfortable using.
Nice.
The more detail you can give, the better. They want to see that you're not just talking the talk, you're walking the walk.
Love that.
And be ready for maybe a curveball question have you ever faced a tricky sound issue?
Oh, yeah.
And how did you crack it?
Right.
That's where you prove that you can think on your feet
Mm-hmm.
and you have real-world problem-solving skills.
I like that.
Yeah.
So now here's a chance for you to really shine.
Okay.
This is where you can tell a good story.
Right.
RoleCatcher highlights this question. How do you handle unexpected incidents during a screening?
Right.
Everyone loves a good story.
Yes, they do.
This is your chance to show how you handle pressure.
Yeah, so think back to a time where things went sideways during a screening.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe a sudden technical glitch.
Yeah.
A power flicker.
Okay.
Whatever it was.
Right.
Walk them through how you stayed calm.
Right.
How you diagnosed the problem.
Mm-hmm.
And how you saved the day.
Awesome.
What steps did you take? What was the outcome?
Okay.
It's not just about fixing the issue.
Right.
It's about reassuring the audience.
Yeah.
And making sure that their movie experience isn't ruined.
I love that. It's you're the unsung hero.
Exactly.
Of this cinema.
Behind the scenes.
And speaking of heroes, RoleCatcher's AI can be your personal interview superhero.
Oh, absolutely.
So tell me a little bit about that.
Well, their AI can analyze job descriptions.
Okay.
And identify the keywords and skills to emphasize.
Nice.
In your answers.
Mm-hmm.
So this means that you can tailor your responses to each specific role.
Oh, wow.
Showing potential employers that you are the perfect fit.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
It's like having a personalized cheat sheet for every interview.
It is. It really is.
That's so cool. All right, let's shift gears a little bit.
Okay.
To a question that tests your precision.
All right.
How do you ensure that the movie is projected in the correct aspect ratio?
Yes.
Why is this so important?
Well, while it might seem like a minor detail, aspect ratio is actually crucial for maintaining the artistic integrity of a film.
Gotcha.
So walk them through your process for selecting and adjusting those aspect ratio for different movies. Emphasize your meticulous approach to making sure that the ratio aligns with the director's vision.
Nice.
You might get a follow-up question like, what are the different aspect ratios commonly used in film?
Right.
And how do they impact the viewing experience?
Okay.
Showing that you understand the why behind those technical steps.
Right.
That's what sets you apart as a true cinephile.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
So you're not just a technician.
Right.
You're like a guardian of the filmmaker's intent.
Exactly.
And speaking of guardians, let's not forget about those precious film reels.
Yes.
RoleCatcher highlights a question about the proper storage and handling of these cinematic artifacts. So why is this so important?
Well, this is where you can showcase your organizational skills.
Okay.
And that meticulous attention to detail.
Right.
Describe your labeling system.
Okay.
How you catalog reels for easy tracking and the specific storage conditions that you maintain to prevent any damage.
Right.
These reels are often delicate and irreplaceable pieces of film history.
Wow.
So you want to convey your respect for their preservation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's really interesting, like being a museum curator.
Yeah.
Safeguarding pieces of cinematic heritage.
Yeah, I like that.
That's so cool.
And this is where RoleCatcher's AI-powered resume builder can help you shine.
Oh, how so?
Well, it suggests keywords and phrases that highlight these skills.
Okay.
And it tailors your resume to each specific job description.
Wow. That's really cool.
Yeah.
All right, let's tackle another technical challenge here.
Okay.
How do you troubleshoot technical issues with the projector or sound system?
This is your chance to flaunt your problem-solving prowess. Explain your step-by-step approach to diagnosing issues.
Right.
Do you use specific diagnostic tools or software?
Okay.
Mention those.
Right.
And be ready to share like a specific example of a tricky problem that you solved.
Yes.
Walking them through that process.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
It's like being a tech detective, with a spotlight and surround sound system.
Exactly.
Right.
And they might follow up with, what are some common technical issues you've encountered with projection systems?
Yeah.
And how have you addressed them?
Right.
So be prepared to discuss those common challenges and your proven solutions.
Okay.
Demonstrating that real-world experience.
Right.
And the ability to handle those unexpected glitches.
Right.
It's key.
Absolutely. So it's really that blend of technical skills, but also the ability to think on your feet.
Yes.
Which I think is so important in this field.
It is.
And don't forget, RoleCatcher's AI can help you practice these answers and receive feedback.
Oh, yeah. It's a fantastic tool.
So how does that work?
Well, you can actually use their video practice feature.
Wow.
To get AI-powered insights on your body language and overall presentation.
That's awesome.
So you can think of it as like a virtual mock interview.
Okay.
To boost your confidence.
I love that. Okay, time is of the essence.
It is.
Especially when it comes to movie screenings.
Right.
RoleCatcher highlights the question, how do you ensure that the movie starts and ends on time?
Punctuality is paramount in a cinema setting.
Yeah.
This question assesses your time management skills.
Okay.
So outline your process for managing the schedule, coordinating with other staff, anticipating any potential delays, and emphasize, your meticulous approach to staying on track.
Yeah.
And keeping those screenings running like clockwork.
I like that a lot.
Yeah.
And what about those moments when, despite your best efforts, a screening gets delayed?
Happens.
RoleCatcher suggests being ready to answer. Have you ever experienced a situation where a screening was delayed? How did you handle it and communicate with the audience?
Yeah. Have a concise and positive anecdote ready.
Okay.
It showcases your ability to remain calm under pressure, provide excellent customer service, and keep the audience informed and entertained.
Yeah.
Even when things don't go as planned.
Okay.
Remember, you're not just a technician.
Right.
You're also a host.
Yeah.
Responsible for creating a positive experience for everyone.
That's great. All right, last question for this section.
Okay.
How do you maintain a high level of customer service while performing your technical duties?
This is where you demonstrate that you're not just hiding in the projection booth.
Okay.
You You understand that the audience experience is at the heart of what you do.
Yeah.
Talk about how you prioritize customer needs, even when you're focused on those technical tasks.
Right.
Maybe you have a system for quickly addressing any issues or concerns raised by viewers.
Okay.
This shows that you're not just focused on the machinery. You're focused on the people experiencing that magic of cinema.
I love that.
Yeah.
So it's that balance of technical know-how,
Right.
but also a genuine passion for providing a great cinematic experience.
Yeah, it's that human touch.
Yeah, and remember, RoleCatcher's AI can be incredibly helpful in tailoring your responses to match the specific company culture.
Right.
So some cinemas might have a more formal approach, while others are more relaxed.
Right.
The AI can analyze that job description and help you kind of strike the right tone.
Absolutely. It's like having a cultural chameleon in your pocket.
I love that.
Yeah.
Helping you blend in seamlessly with any cinema environment.
Exactly.
All right, so we've covered a lot of ground here with these interview questions.
We have.
But there's one more that RoleCatcher highlights.
Okay.
That is super important, and that is, how do you stay up to date with the latest industry developments and trends?
Yeah, this is where you demonstrate your commitment to lifelong learning in a field that is constantly evolving.
Totally.
So mention any industry publications you follow.
Okay.
Online forums you participate in, workshops, conferences you attend.
Right.
It shows that you're proactive and passionate about staying ahead of the curve.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So it's about proving you're not just keeping up.
Right.
You're pushing the boundaries of what's possible in cinema projection.
You got it.
All right, so now we are going to step back from the interview for a moment.
Okay.
And talk about career paths.
All right.
So RoleCatcher emphasizes that a projectionist career isn't always a linear climb.
That's right.
So tell me a little bit more about that.
Well, it gets interesting. RoleCatcher's research shows that this career path isn't a one-way street. You could become a specialist in something like IMAX projection.
Oh, wow.
Or high-end digital cinema.
That's cool.
Imagine working on those massive screens or being at the forefront of the latest visual technology.
Wow.
Or maybe you see yourself managing a team or even working with film distributors.
Okay.
Ensuring the technical quality of movies before they hit theaters.
That's really interesting.
Yeah.
So the possibilities are wider than you might think.
They really are.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
It's like choosing your own cinematic adventure.
It is.
Which I love.
Yeah.
And speaking of adventures, continuous learning is essential.
It is.
In this ever-changing field.
Yes.
So RoleCatcher provides some great tips for staying ahead of the curve.
They do.
What are some of those?
Well, first of all, staying current with industry publications.
Okay.
It's like having a backstage pass to all the latest advancements.
Nice.
These publications feature articles on cutting-edge projection technology, as well as interviews with leading professionals in the field.
That's amazing. It's like eavesdropping on the conversations that are shaping the future of cinema.
It really is.
I love that. What else?
Well, another valuable resource are online forums and communities.
Oh, wait.
They're like virtual roundtables where you can connect with other projectionists, share knowledge, troubleshoot technical challenges together.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
It's like the ultimate support network for cinephiles and tech wizards alike.
It is.
I love that. And of course, attending industry workshops and conferences.
Absolutely.
That's so important.
These events provide hands-on training opportunities to network with experts.
Right.
And a chance to see the latest projection technology in action.
That's awesome.
It's like a playground for anyone who loves that intersection of film and technology.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
And this is where RoleCatcher's AI tools can be incredibly useful.
Absolutely. They can analyze job descriptions and identify any emerging skills or technologies that you might need to learn more about.
Nice.
So it's like having a personalized roadmap for professional development.
It's like a GPS.
It is.
For your career, guiding you towards those most in-demand skills.
Exactly.
That's awesome.
And remember, continuous learning isn't just about acquiring new technical skills. Right. It's also about honing your problem-solving abilities.
Yeah.
Your communication skills and your capacity to adapt to change.
Right. Those are essential skills for any career.
They are.
But especially in this dynamic world of cinema projection.
Absolutely.
Now let's switch gears back to those interview questions.
Okay.
There's one more that RoleCatcher highlights that's particularly important.
Right.
For aspiring projectionists. Yeah. How do you handle a situation where a film reel is damaged?
Oh, yeah.
I feel like that would be so stressful.
Yeah, imagine this. You're holding a piece of film history.
Oh, yeah.
a delicate and often irreplaceable reel and it's damaged.
Oh, no.
This is a high-pressure situation that tests your quick thinking and your problem-solving skills.
Yeah, that sounds like a nightmare scenario for any film enthusiast.
It really is.
So what do you do?
Well, what's crucial here is to demonstrate a clear and calm protocol for handling such incidents.
Right.
First and foremost, acknowledge the seriousness of the situation.
Right.
Emphasize your understanding of the historical and artistic value of these film reels.
Okay.
And then outline the specific steps you would take to assess the damage and determine the best course of action.
So you're thinking carefully.
Yes.
Not panicking?
No, not at all.
So what would those steps look like?
Well, you would carefully inspect the reel,
noting
the type and extent of the damage,
and
then consult with a supervisor or a specialist in film restoration to determine the best way to proceed.
Wow.
You know, it's about showing the interviewer that you wouldn't just freeze.
Right.
You would take charge.
Yeah.
And follow a systematic professional approach.
Like you're a cinematic first responder.
Exactly.
Oh, love that.
And they might follow up with, have you ever encountered a situation where a film reel was damaged?
Right.
How did you handle it?
Yeah.
So be prepared to share a real-world experience.
Right.
That demonstrates your ability to handle a delicate situation.
Okay.
You know, even if the outcome wasn't perfect.
Right.
What matters is that you took the appropriate steps and learned from the experience.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So it's about showing that you can learn and adapt even under pressure.
Absolutely.
Let's talk about a major shift in the industry. The transition from traditional film projection to digital cinema.
Right.
RoleCatcher points out that interviewers will likely be interested in your perspective on this change.
Yeah, it's a hot topic, and a question you might encounter is, how has the transition to digital cinema impacted your work as a projectionist?
That's such a great question.
Yeah.
It's like asking a sailor how they feel about the invention of the steamboat. So how should someone approach this question?
Well, I think you should acknowledge both the challenges and the opportunities.
Yes.
Presented by digital cinema.
Okay.
On the one hand, digital projection requires a new set of technical skills.
Yeah.
You need to be proficient in operating computer systems,
Right.
managing digital content,
Right.
troubleshooting software issues.
Okay.
It's a whole new world of expertise.
So it's not just about threading film reels anymore.
It's not.
It's about navigating the digital landscape.
Yeah, exactly.
That's so interesting.
But on the other hand, digital cinema offers a level of precision and control that just was not possible with traditional film.
Oh, wow.
You can fine-tune image quality, adjust sound levels with incredible accuracy.
Wow.
And even incorporate 3D and other special effects.
That's amazing.
It's a whole new realm of creative possibilities.
So it's kind of a trade-off.
It is.
New challenges, but also exciting new possibilities.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's what you should emphasize in your response.
Okay.
You know, show the interviewer that you've embraced the digital revolution.
Right.
And that you're excited about the potential it holds for the future of cinema.
I love that. So it's about showing you're not clinging to the past.
Right.
But embracing the future.
Exactly. And be ready for a follow-up question like,
Okay.
what are your thoughts on the future of film projection?
Mm-hmm.
Do you think traditional film will disappear completely?
Right.
Or will there always be a place for it?
Oh, that's a good one.
Ew.
It's a question that sparks debate among film enthusiasts.
It does.
It's that age-old battle of analog versus digital.
Yes, it is.
I love that. So what are your thoughts on that?
Well, in your response, I think you should acknowledge the nostalgic appeal of traditional film, but also highlight the undeniable advantages of digital cinema in terms of cost effectiveness, accessibility, and creative potential.
Yeah, it's like acknowledging the beauty of a vintage record player.
Yeah.
But embracing the convenience of a streaming service.
Yeah.
We can all relate to that.
And don't forget to mention that some filmmakers and cinephiles still prefer the look and feel of film.
Yeah.
So there might always be a niche market for it.
Okay.
The key is to show the interviewer that you're aware of those different perspectives.
Right.
And you've given thought to that evolving landscape
Yeah.
of cinema technology.
It's about showing that you're not just a technician,
Right.
but you're a thoughtful observer of the film industry.
Exactly.
I love that. Now let's shift gears.
Okay.
From those big picture trends.
Right.
Back to the nitty-gritty of landing that projectionist job.
Okay.
So RoleCatcher has some great advice on crafting a standout resume.
They do.
So what are some of their tips?
Well, first of all, your resume is your first impression.
Right.
It's your chance to showcase your skills and experience
Yeah.
in a way that grabs the attention of those potential employers.
Right.
It's not just a list of your past jobs. It's a strategic marketing document.
Yeah, it's like the movie trailer.
It is.
For your career.
Yes.
I love that. And this is where RoleCatcher's AI-powered resume builder comes in handy.
It does.
So tell me a little bit more about that.
Well, you input your work history, your skills,
Okay.
other relevant information, and the AI analyzes it all to create a tailored resume that aligns with that specific job you're applying for.
Wow.
Yeah.
So it takes the guesswork out of what to include and how to format it?
Exactly. It goes beyond formatting, though.
Okay.
The AI also suggests keywords and phrases that are likely to resonate with hiring managers.
Nice.
In the projection field.
So it's like having a personal career coach.
It is.
Whispering in your ear, hey, use this word.
Yes.
It'll catch their eye.
Exactly.
That's a great analogy. And remember, a strong resume isn't just about listing your technical skills.
That's right.
It's also about highlighting those soft skills.
Yes.
Those interpersonal qualities that are so valuable in any workplace.
Right.
So like communication.
Yeah.
Teamwork. Problem solving, that sort of thing.
Exactly. Those soft skills are essential for projectionists who often work independently.
Right.
But they also need to collaborate with other cinema staff and handle customer inquiries.
Right. So it's about presenting yourself as this skilled and well-rounded professional.
Precisely.
Yeah.
And RoleCatcher's AI can help you do just that by suggesting ways to weave those soft skills into your resume in a compelling and authentic way.
It's like having a stylist for your resume.
It is.
Making sure it looks good and reads well.
Exactly.
Okay, you've got the perfect resume.
Right.
Now it's time to ace that interview.
Right.
RoleCatcher offers some great advice on how to prepare.
They do.
What are some of their top tips?
Well, one of the most important things is to research the specific cinema or company that you're interviewing with.
Right. It's like knowing your audience.
It is.
Before giving a presentation.
Yeah.
You want to tailor your message.
Right.
To resonate with them.
Exactly. So visit their website.
Right.
Read any articles or reviews you can find.
Right.
And try to get a sense of their company culture.
So if it's a small independent cinema that specializes in art house films, you'd want to highlight your passion for that genre.
Yes.
Whereas if it's a large multiplex chain, you might focus more on your technical expertise.
Right.
And your ability to handle high-volume screenings.
That's a perfect example.
Yeah.
Tailoring your responses to that specific company shows that you're genuinely interested in working there.
Right.
Not just looking for any projectionist job.
It's about showing them you're not just looking for a job, you're looking for a home.
Exactly.
I love that. And this is where RoleCatcher's AI can really shine.
Oh, yeah.
So tell me a little bit more about that.
Well, they have a feature that allows you to practice interview questions.
Okay.
And receive AI-powered feedback.
So cool.
You can select from a library of projectionist-specific interview questions, record your answers, and then the AI analyzes your responses, providing suggestions on how to improve your clarity, your confidence,
expert speaker,
and your overall delivery.
It's like having a personal interview coach in your pocket.
Exactly.
That's so awesome.
And you can even use their video practice feature to get feedback on your body language and nonverbal communication.
Those are all such important aspects of a successful interview.
They are.
You know, you want to project confidence, enthusiasm, and professionalism.
Yeah, you've hit on a key point there.
Yeah.
It's not just about what you say.
Right.
It's how you say it.
So it's about preparing both your mind and your body for that all-important interview.
Precisely.
Yeah. Now, beyond the technical aspects of the interview, there's another crucial element.
Okay.
And that is showcasing your passion for film.
Of course.
Because at the end of the day, a projectionist isn't just a technician.
No.
They're a storyteller.
Yes.
A facilitator of these shared experiences.
You've put it beautifully.
Oh, thank you.
So be prepared to talk about your favorite films, your favorite directors, and what inspires you about the art of cinema.
Yeah.
They might ask you something like, what are some of your favorite films to project and why?
Oh, that's a good one.
This is a great opportunity to let your enthusiasm shine through.
Totally. It's a chance to share your personal connection
to
the magic of cinema.
Exactly. Be genuine. Be specific and let that passion shine through.
I love that.
This is your chance to connect with the interviewer on a personal level.
Right.
And demonstrate that you're not just there for a paycheck.
Right.
You're there because you truly care about the art of film.
Yeah. It's about finding that sweet spot.
It is.
Between technical expertise and genuine enthusiasm.
That's what makes a great projectionist.
I completely agree. Now, before we wrap up this deep dive into the world of projectionists, I want to touch on one last point.
Absolutely.
With streaming services and home theaters becoming so popular, it makes you wonder, what does the future hold for the cinematic experience?
Right.
Will the role of the projectionist adapt and evolve even further?
That's the million-dollar question, isn't it?
It is.
While the way we consume films might be changing the magic of the big screen experience, that shared energy, the immersive sound and visuals, that's something special that you can't replicate at home.
I completely agree, and that's where I think a skilled projectionist becomes even more important.
Absolutely.
Maybe the role expands beyond just the technical aspects.
Right.
Perhaps they become more involved in curating the entire experience. Creating themed events, introducing films, or even interacting with the audience.
That's an exciting possibility.
It is. And RoleCatcher's resources touch on this as well.
They do.
They emphasize the importance of being adaptable.
Yes.
And forward-thinking in this field.
Right.
Staying informed about industry trends, like interactive cinema or personalized viewing experiences.
Right.
That could be key to shaping the future of projection.
It really could.
It's like being a conductor, orchestrating this symphony of sight and sound for this captivated audience.
You got it.
I love that.
And remember, RoleCatcher's AI tools can help you stay ahead of the curve.
Yeah, how so?
By analyzing job descriptions and identifying those emerging trends. They can guide you towards the skills and knowledge that will be most valuable in the future.
So even though we can't predict the future of cinema, we can equip ourselves with the tools and knowledge to navigate it successfully.
Precisely.
And that's what makes exploring a career as a projectionist so exciting.
Absolutely.
It's a blend of artistry and technology.
It is.
Constantly evolving. Always pushing the boundaries of what's possible.
Well said.
That's a great point.
It is. And that's what makes exploring a career as a projectionist so exciting.
Yeah.
It's a blend of artistry and technology constantly evolving, always pushing the boundaries of what's possible.
Absolutely. Well, to our listeners, we hope this deep dive has been helpful in preparing you for your projectionist interview.
Yes.
Remember, RoleCatcher is a fantastic resource to help you along the way.
It is.
Their career guides, interview tips, and AI-powered tools are invaluable assets.
Absolutely. And don't forget, the most important thing is to let your passion for film shine through.
Yeah.
That genuine enthusiasm combined with your technical skills will make you a standout candidate.
Best of luck on your journey to becoming a master of the big screen.
Yes, good luck.
We're excited to see you bring the magic of cinema to life.